For several years, we heard politicians in Washington, D.C. tell us that TikTok, because it's owned by Chinese company ByteDance, cannot be trusted. They're gonna do things like track your location, and they're gonna steal your data and sell it to people, which is literally no different than any other social media website in the country. It's no different than Amazon. It's no different than what these other, American media outlets do. Not even social media, regular media outlets. You sign up for something online, they own your data and they sell it to anybody willing to buy it legally. But we were told that TikTok was evil because they were doing the same thing that American CEOs were doing. And therefore, President Biden signed the legislation saying TikTok has to be sold or it's out of the United States forever. Now, Trump pledged he was going to save TikTok. TikTok's not going anywhere. We're going to keep it. And he made true on that promise. Give him credit for that. The only problem is, of course, is that TikTok is being sold in the United States to two of the most far-right propagandists imaginable. One of them, of course, Donald Trump's good buddy, billionaire Larry Ellison, who's in the process of, turning CBS into a conservative media outlet. And the other person is Rupert Murdoch, the owner and founder of Fox News, the owner of the Wall Street Journal. Hardcore conservatives, one of whom is a master of right-wing propaganda, basically changed the game, invented right-wing propaganda almost. And those are the two nut jobs that are now going to own TikTok. So if you think that TikTok is going to just continue operating as is, we got nothing to worry about, they're not going to stifle anybody on the left, you got another thing coming. Because that is absolutely going to happen. Don't believe me? How about the fact that when Donald Trump signed this order just a couple weeks ago, he said he'd like to make it 100% MAGA. He'd like to censor influencers by tweaking the algorithm so that content is 100% MAGA. That's what he said. On camera. While signing the papers. He wants to make it 100% MAGA. And sure, you could argue he said after that he was joking. Yeah, because Donald Trump jokes around a lot and never follows through on doing anything that he jokes about, right? Right? If it doesn't land, he'll say he's joking, but that doesn't change his overall scheme. And even if Trump hadn't blatantly admitted that he's turning TikTok into a MAGA propaganda machine, the two people running it were going to do it anyway. We've seen it happen in just the last few years with Twitter, folks. That is exactly what Elon Musk did. He brought back all the racists, all the psychos, all the crazies, gave them blue check marks, took away blue check marks from anybody not willing to give the dipshit $8 a month. I lost mine, but I've also stopped using Twitter, in the last year. I've moved fully over to Blue Sky. And it's great. You don't have to deal with the racist and the hate and all the stupidity. But the algorithm for Twitter absolutely now favors conservative propaganda. And if you think TikTok is going to be any different, then you haven't been paying attention to what has been happening to media outlets across the country. The Washington Post is bowing down to Trump. CBS obviously is, even before the sale, settling with Trump in a lawsuit they easily would have won. ABC News, same thing. YouTube, this past week, more than $20 million to Donald Trump because they banned his account after the Capitol riot. They would have won that lawsuit too, but they caved. Everybody is caving to Trump. All of these media outlets are caving to him. And now TikTok is at a point where it's not even going to have to cave because his friends own it. Yes, he hates Rupert Murdoch and he's suing Rupert Murdoch, but Rupert Murdoch is still a diehard conservative at heart. And so even if it's not pro-Trump propaganda, it's damn sure going to be anti-Democrat propaganda. So enjoy the saving of TikTok while you can, because pretty soon it's going to be nothing but red hats and hatred, just like Twitter has become. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.